Hey there, Harry. My name is Kayla. I'm a channel for. I should figure out a real name for what it is that I'm doing. Because I'm an a physical energy channel for higher dimensional energy healing, energy light codes, DNA activations, light body activations, whatever you want to call it, all right, guys? Basically, what I do is I bring in higher dimensional energy frequencies and anchor it down here so that we can all jive and feel good and, ascend. I don't know why I did quotes, but so we can raise the F up, okay, guys? If that sounds like something that interests you, stick around. I've been doing this new thing where I do collective sessions. And so today we have Goddess Iseult of Iseult and Tristan. I don't know why the last 3 days I've sat down to do one of these. I've ended up not doing them. I got into, I don't know, which just starts and then it's more like, it's not collective stuff. But initially, Isolde keeps popping in. I'm like, what? It just feels, I don't know why. I just don't know. I guess, yeah, I was being mean. Isolde, hello. Thank you so much for wanting to do this with us. Basically, what I get from her is that this will be surrounding like just heart opening, heart activating, anchoring in love frequency, and also seemingly just opening us up to sort of the romance that is life, right? Okay. Which is very fitting. That's sort of the vibe I'm getting as I'm out prancing around New York City in this weather as it's getting cold. It just feels like romance is in the air. It's, I don't know, dude. Okay. So, real quick, the way this works is that I am a physical conduit. So, basically, the energy will jump into my hands, and I will be in like the back seat, and they will be doing the actual work, energy work needed. So if you see my hands doing weird, like I'm in the back seat. Okay, I allow them to do their thing. But on the flip side, I also feel I'm sensitive to the way that these energies feel as they're entering our body, like the way these frequencies feel, the work that they're doing. So some of the other weird movements and stuff I'm doing is a result of, honestly, it's helpful because it allows us to see the depths of the work that they're doing. Okay, so my body is a reflection of the work they're doing and also the work we're receiving. Now, because this is a collective session, I'm obviously not connected into everyone's energy. So if you'd like to receive this work from Iseult, you got to set the intention. And I mean, I think just watching it is probably intention enough, but it's just what people say. Lastly, really try to, like, these aren't quick. These aren't like a quick little shoop, 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 shoop. It's a full ass process. You don't have to do much. What I recommend is that you just kind of sit back, close your eyes, and try set the intention to feel the work that's being done. But it's also not just an entirely peaceful experience because I do talk through it. It's sort of like a fun game where we get to watch me try to interpret what it is that they're doing as I continue to develop my skills. But worry not, the work they're doing is the same. It's simply our ability to understand the exact details of what they're doing. That's a fun challenge for me. Why am I getting up? Okay. I guess let's get started. So 3 deep grounding breaths together. I like to imagine that I'm holding hands with Gaia, planet Earth. I'm walking on mud, walking on the beach, walking on grass, whatever floats your boat. I'm just imagining a white light being poured over us. Cleansing out any stuck or stagnant energy that we have in our fields. Gotta love New York. Sorry about the sirens. Okay, so Iseult is here. She's getting started. Feels like we always sort of start in every session. We always sort of start with like a little balancing and expansion of our field. I did just ask that she try to do this in 20 minutes, in under 20 minutes, because the last few ones of these I did have been so freaking long. Mostly that's due to me stopping and talking, so I'm gonna try to not talk so much. She's starting with, it almost feels like she just like and again, when I'm saying this stuff, a lot of them, some of the movements they have me do is a way of communicating so that I understand either symbolically or get the general idea of what it is that they're doing. But it feels like right now she's cloaky, she just like is bringing down high frequency light. And just sort of like threw a little cloak over us with it. Oof, okay. This is interesting. The more I do these, the more I'm starting to. So she went up, grabbed, opened up there, the higher dimension, grabbed a bunch of high frequency light, brought it down, and then just did that slow drag up thing. It almost was like a cloak. And as she was bringing it up, that's when I felt my frequency shift in my heart space, and I was like, oh, shit is happening. So it could be, and generally speaking, a lot of my sessions I'll start with like, they just raise sort of like, they just start with a general raising of our frequency. So I think that's kind of always what they're doing first. But I felt it, so I'm really hoping. And also the way this works is I'm like, I would say like a copy. Like even in my one-on-one sessions, even like through FaceTime or whatever, sometimes I'm facing them and doing the work on them if they're physically with me. Otherwise, I'm doing the work on myself and I am a copy, but the other person is also feeling the work that I'm doing. It's just, I'm just like a copy of it. And I say that to let you guys know that any energy I'm feeling, in theory, if you sit back and allow yourself to and accept this, you will also be able to feel the energy shifts happening. Probably not as, I don't know, my sensitivity meter is cranked up too high, but you should be able to feel something in a good way. I love when I can feel them like in my hand, because the energy in my hand shifts. Like it's like I now embody who they are, and it's just like all of a sudden it was like a much more sweet, delicate energy. Okay, very activating in our heart right now. It feels like she literally took our heart, not our physical heart, our heart energy center, and like brought it all the way up here. It's like lifting. I don't know if lifting the frequency, like stretching it out. She did something crazy with our heart center. Lifting the frequency of our, lifting the frequency of our heart center, but then I almost into like they're saying like miracle frequency. Another side note, if this is the first video you're watching, I make these sounds because it's a natural response to the frequencies coming into our body to help us process them and like absorb them and move them around. It just naturally happens on accident. But if there's ever a moment where you feel so inclined as to, like, please feel free to let out whatever sounds you feel like you need to. So there are some times where I can almost step out and like watch what they're doing, like looking at me. And I feel like I need to stop trying so hard to like explain. It really is just their high frequency light codes that they're working with. They're interweaving them in and out of us in specific like formations, helping it move throughout our body. Like generally speaking, it's all just it's all just to help raise our frequency and anchor in higher frequencies in certain areas. That's generally that's really all it is. Okay, very, very activated in my heart, and honestly, like in the space between my solar plexus and my heart. Which tells me it's almost like bridging the gap between those two energy centers, which is going to help us have like the utmost confidence, be able to stand in our authenticity and comfortability with who we are, with accessing what's in our hearts. Okay, we're now balancing out. Oops, lots of energy in my hands. Ew. My fingers start tingling. She's moving something up from our solar plexus. Yeah, up and through here. Whatever she moved up and out is now here in my left hand. So what the F was this? Was this frequency? Was this a block of some kind? It didn't feel like a block coming out. Are you trying to do communion? Life's for Jinky. So this would be a fun way for you guys to try to. This is the process of me trying to figure out what it is that they're saying. So when they started doing this with me like a while ago, and this to me was always a symbol of communion, right? Hello, I'm recovering Catholic, so communion. In my life's work gene key, the city frequency of it, if you don't know about the gene keys, get into it. It's awesome. My life's work gene key is 45, of which the city frequency is the frequency of communion. Now, so obviously it felt like she was doing something in here, activating that frequency within us. I'm trying to remember though the exact language of communion, because it's separate from unity, which is a different key of mine. I believe communion, like the gift frequency of the same sort of energy, is synergy. And so to me, communion sort of reflects being able to work together, live together, commune together in complete harmony and in perfect, like, order without even trying, just like naturally, just the natural order of things, and it's perfect. Now, was that necessary to go through all that just for those words? Iseult, I don't. No, maybe you guys liked hearing about that. You know, you never know. Okay. See, sometimes Kayla, if you just sit quietly for a second, it was almost like she's saying, allowing each of our energy centers to work together in perfect communion. That's some of the work they're doing with the light. They're moving, shifting stuff around, moving light around, so that all of our energy centers work together in perfect like synergy or communion. It's still very activated in the space between my heart and my solar plexus, so not sure if you guys are feeling that as well, but it's quite potent. She's just pumping in a lot of like really just love frequency, and it's just like spreading throughout our body. And Timmy's here to help us ground that energy in. Thanks, Timmy. Oh, nope. As soon as she came, she was gone. How does that go? It's like a line. Shh. feels like she just like aligned each of our chakras. And she's like anchoring in that alignment down here in our root. And then in this one, she's like balancing out each of our, doing a final like balancing that's centered in the heart, because the heart should be the center, the focal point. So she's balancing it out from the heart center. They just cracked my back. That was awesome. Thank you. I don't know what this has been happening. It's like a light spiral of some kind that almost like, okay, they anchor in, then they pull it up. Maybe this is the raising of the baseline frequency, like they anchor in where it is. I don't know. But there's some sort of light spiral that they clip in and then drag it up. So interpret that however you see fit. Okay. Now sometimes guest energies like to do this like energy ball thing that we build in our hands. Okay, now I'm like violently activated in my heart space. Sesh. Yeah, they are showing me like imagery of, and they're like sort of walking me through a narrative of communion, of everyone being able to coexist in harmony regardless of appearance, beliefs, like fears of like letting go of any what's the word I'm looking for? When you have stigmas of people based on like what is this word, you guys? I know people are looking at the screen like saying it's like pretty whatever. They're showing no matter who, where, what, when you came from, no matter what dimension you're on, how different or alien you look, or even just here on planet Earth, how we look different, come from different cultures. They're showing me just like letting down the barrier wall of those differences and just everyone leading from the heart and coexisting and like in communion, really. Ash. That reminded me of just a lot of Catholics have come. Do you guys remember? Our God is an awesome God, and it had those like dance moves to it, like the little hand move they just did. Ash, ash, ash. Yeah, still that space between my solar plexus and my heart is just like zoom 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 zoom. Wait, how does it go? Zoom 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 zoom. Since you've been gone, how does it go? Someone find me the key. Here's the thing. Zoom 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 zoom. Shh. That's gonna drive me insane, you guys. That's not it. Here's the thing. Sorry. We can look it up after. Stay tuned. I think they're about to be done. They were just doing the final balancing of everything. Done. You want to try to say something? They oftentimes do this and they like, okay, I can do it. I mean, it feels like they're just saying thank you so much for letting us work with you all today. Okay. So they're a little more clear. They're saying we're so pleased to have been able to do this work with you today, encoding you in the frequency of divine love. She said it so much better than that. Yeah, providing you with an anchoring in of these divine love frequencies so that you can like go forth in your life and bring these frequencies out into the world. That's it. Okay. I'm sorry, you guys know I'm not the best at clear audience. Sometimes if I'm in an actual deep in a session, I can communicate well, or with my serious family, I can communicate well. Otherwise, still something we're learning, okay? So it's more of just like a general essence. I can tell what they're trying to say, and then I share that out. You don't need to know all that. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Iseult and team. I hope you guys were able to feel that energy because it was after church. Okay, it was dope to the max. Return to the Mac, once again, return out of here I am. I guess that's it. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have questions, thoughts, comments, concerns. Don't let me know if you have concerns. I don't need all that. Shit, dude. The fuck? Okay, kill it. Stop. I have to go. Lilas. Okay, it's later. Holy shit. Okay, it's later that day. It's later in the day. And I figured out the song. So it's zoom 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 boom boom boom. Here's the thing, we started out friends. That's all. That's what I was trying to do earlier. So that's from Pitch Perfect. Another thing that I probably should start adding to the end of these, if you would like to do an actual like one-on-one session with me where your guides get with my guides and they do whatever work is specifically most needed for you, whether it's in the emotional body, like normal like Reiki session, or if it goes more into the light body or DNA activation, whatever. What is the best way to do this? Go ahead, head on over to my Instagram where you can DM me. Yeah, okay. All right, well, again, my last, bye.